Я все правильно там вписал. А то у меня для SNES Doom пришлось чатик немножко перенастроить. Главное не забыть завтра перед метроидом его вернуть как был. А то он будет залезать на игру.
Ну что бы отдельные сцены сделать?
А, не знаю, дублировать этот, копировать источник не дают. Поэтому мне неохота новый делать опять. Я просто его поменял. Так, вроде идет. Hello, 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 Hippocat.
Эй.
Hey, Doom 4. Hopefully, unless I suck horribly, today we'll finish because there is only 2 levels left. Though this level, ironically enough, I believe is actually harder than the last one. This has 2 trouble spots that I can remember. We'll see it as we go. And I completely forgot to check where that Olivia Pierce authored message is, but well, I mean, I hope I will just do enough in thoroughly looking for all the lore and messages in the last level, and I should find it if I do adequately at that. Wow, 22 weapon upgrade points. What could I possibly upgrade with that? Precision bolt, what the hell is that? But yeah, I've said before, you don't really need to do many of the challenges and secrets because you get way more than you need. Might as well see if the stun bomb could prove useful. Demons killed while stunned will resist secondary blah blah blah. Kill 30 stunned demons. You know what? I don't think I've ever in my life used this. Okay, wait, no, this is the stun. Is it though? No, this is the hit blast. I guess the both modes have that thing around the reticle. Right, it just marks the chargement, yes, the charging level. Oh, there's a guy whom I don't think I found this guy on my previous sniper playthrough. I just kinda walked all past him, but I surely must have found him before. Let's see what our challenges are. 5 different glory kills on imps, we might be able to do that. Kill 3 demons with 1 frag grenade. Well, if I remember how to change my grenades, I might do that. Kill a Kaka demon with a chainsaw. Well, that should be trivial. Right, I think... Yes, okay. Wait, what? If one... Okay, if one is... It's just scrolling, not selecting a specific one. Well... If we encounter a pack of zombies, it will be quite easy to fulfill that challenge. So, for those who may have forgotten, our objective here is to murder Vega, the AI, who is housed here at the snowy part of Mars. Because apparently of the cooling that is required to maintain him, apart from the immense amounts of power. And we need the power that is used to power him in order to destabilize the fabric of space-time and open another portal to hell, exactly where we need to be. We found our shiny dagger thing, Crucible, and we need to take the power from the will, which is something that is powering up pretty much everything in the vicinity of hell, or at least around the place where we have, and by we I mean UAC of course, have ventured into this little ball of plasma or whatever. It has been shown in some of the like flashbacks when you pick up your suit, when you pick up something else. I think on the teleport to hell one time it does show you that. Anyway, this is kind of a second entrance. I looked into the first entrance, but I believe this one leads to more stuff, like this guy. And from sounds of it, there might be BFG ammo. Yes. Which I'm actually not full on for once, so that's useful. Okay, well, glory kills on imps, if I recall correctly. Yep, so there's a bunch of imps here. Fortunately, I don't think you can get them into glory kill mode when they're on the wall. I think I can surely do that. The music is making me think there is more danger here than there really is. I don't know what they're trying to do down there, but whatever. Oh, there was another one. Well, I might be able to get this challenge right here. Right in this very ventilation tunnel. Provided there is 5 imps total. Okay, Wanna climb walls? That's your prerogative. I guess I can just catch up to you. I'm not actually keeping track of what executions I have done. I know that I've done the top to bottom. God damn it. Oh well. There will be more imps. Hopefully. Actually, I think I have 3 executions, so there's 2 imps left. Might be enough. Now that's I guess level 20. And I guess that was a repeat as well. Well, all that really does is give you more weapon upgrades, which, as I said, not important anymore, so we can safely ignore that. Alright, well... Oh, hello. I'm just going to assume there is no secrets or anything around here. Where did it go? Ah! Can't really reach anymore. There's probably something to jump on, like maybe I can climb on this if I really tried, yes. Doesn't seem intended, but whatever. Could have been done. It's probably like heating or something. Or just the opposite, maybe they're exposed here to be slightly cooled.
My security systems operate on 2 separate neural networks that terminate in this maintenance facility. Each termination point is protected by an electrified field, but you should survive the surge.
Motherfucker. You say you're gonna get electrocuted by whatever. You should be cool enough to get through that. Okay, I'm gonna get this. I don't remember if you can do them all immediately without fighting in between. Maybe if I rush to the other one.
Primary neural security network offline.
Hey, touchdown.
Hello, touchdown. Remember you said you wanted to talk about the representation of hell, which I found slightly strange because haven't we talked about that before already, but feel free to express whatever extra opinions you have about that, whether in the comments or live here on stage. Okay, hopefully I don't get killed while I'm doing this long animation.
Auxiliary neural security network offline.
Oh, fuck you, you charged your fucking piece of shit attack. Go away. Yeah! Well, didn't want to fall there, but who cares? There's stuff everywhere, literally. This is why this Doom is easier than the old ones sometimes, because you can just move anywhere. As long as you move at all, it counts as evading, because you're not gonna get hit. Wow. I was kinda sure you would be able to crouch there, but yeah, maybe not. There's a BFG plus that I can make here. Might as well use it on that motherfucker. Oh, and there's extra power-ups. Well, that's invulnerability. Well, fuck off! Jeez. That was quite effective from him, but only delayed the inevitable. I always dreamed of doing this and I can do it now, thanks to my invulnerability. And I will also take advantage of it to do the imp thing. Almost said imp shit, but it's not really that much worse than anything else I do. Oh shit, my invulnerability is run out. Well, I guess I need to start paying attention again. And this is like Doom 2, just the default weapon is the SSG. I don't really want to use anything else as long as I can, but whatever. Might as well, okay. Alright, did that. Yeah. Here now. And still not making any use out of the multi-tracking thing that we've earned. Because it's kinda... I don't even understand how it works. Never used it. Bunch of plasma everywhere. Might as well have some fun if there is anyone left. Overkill, but still enjoyable. Actually, it's probably enjoyable because it's such overkill. Okay, there's the switch we need to progress, but first let's grab all the shit. I don't remember if this usually goes this well, but I'm quite pleased with not dying. There will be enough of that in a couple future rooms. One of them is one of my favorite rooms in the game, perhaps.
Operating systems are now vulnerable. I recommend destroying my coolant system first. This will accelerate the destabilization process.
Chainsaw.
I can't select it right now because I have Berserk and I'm dead. Because I'm not invulnerable when I have Berserk. Well, not gonna take it this time. I'm not sure you can chainsaw like from below like that, but I'll try. Okay. No. I guess I have other things to take care of before I do that. Okay. Got that. Maybe it's the Lost Souls just killing me in one hit because they are very damaging. I might also want to just take care of one of the Keikos right away. Wow, that doesn't even hit. Ah, shit. Also, of course, there's that motherfucker. There we go. Oh, it's a helmet. For some reason I didn't even see that it was a helmet. Thought it was a guard with a helmet on. Yes, I saw that coming a mile away. The Keikos are like that. They're surprisingly fast and dangerous in this game. Which is refreshing, because Keikos are usually like, kind of a Hell Knight that can slightly fly and mostly pointless in every way, like what are you? But in this game they made them scary again. Loving my siege mode. Wow, that was quite a knockback. Got separated into separate limbs. Because I blew apart his middle. That was satisfying. Okay, now let's deal with the miners. Well, that was not what I pressed, but okay game, if you say so. Actually, it might have been what I pressed. I don't think the game just sometimes decides to pull out and not the weapon if you were selecting. You know what? Fuck it, I can afford to. Keep forgetting that the power-ups heal me. But that's a nice side effect to this. Kinda hope they... I mean, not hope, kinda wish they gave you armor as well. Oh well, that would be a bit too much. Wow, the Berserk is quite unlike the invulnerability in how long it lasts. Yeah.
Should you find yourself caught in a level 3 demon contamination?
Ah, probably could use...
Remember the grenades thing.
Yeah. I don't think there was enough zombies around. And I think it wanted me to kill them at the same time, like 3 monsters at the same time? Yeah, I guess if I hadn't killed the first zombie I probably could have pulled it off. Whoops! Oh shit, that guy. Well. Just do again. Oh hell no. Well actually, while there is no one else around, they're quite easy. Just like the shield guys, I wish they weren't mixed in with other enemies mid-combat, because these are the types of enemies that you kinda want to take on just one-on-one.
Should you find yourself caught in a level 3 demon contamination pit, it is important that you remain calm. A tier 3 fellow wouldn't panic, and neither should you.
Ah! But yeah, if you make a slight mistake there, like I didn't have enough space to strafe, and chose a poor direction to strafe originally, they can fuck you up. And if you have other enemies around, you're kind of guaranteed to make a mistake sooner or later. Huh.
Weaponizing demons.
Yeah, I hear a bunch of zombies everywhere. Might be guards. Weaponizing demons for brighter tomorrow. Yes. There's a shield motherfucker.
Hello, coconut.
Hello, coconut, yes. Okay, extra. G. Oh, yes. Okay, there's one of you guys. There's two, and that guy, I'm not gonna play with that guy. Fuck off. Well, I was hit from a zombie. It rarely happens.
Antroid, you have a question.
I am human. There you go, there's your answer.
How can you prove it though?
Well, you just have to trust me, I suppose. Okay, there might not be a third guy around here anymore. Fuck it. At the very least, I'm not a coconut. Right, let's check out the map in case of stuff. Like, for example, potential stuff. That I nearly missed that.
Unlike everything else in your life,
Okay, I'm gonna read
your
that.
work here matters.
Unlike everything else in your life, yes. I'm gonna read that away from the guys because they are loud and annoying. Revenant, I'm assuming there was 3. During initial development of the Revenant program, a curious side effect of Lazarus wave exposure was discovered. The argent energy held within the plasmatic isotopes of the Lazarus wave mutates cyan proteins, I guess, resulting in rapid skeletal growth. The expansion of the bone matter results in avulsion of the skin and connective tissue. The flesh is literally torn from the bones. As the skeleton continues to grow, the exposed internal organs begin to decompose. After several weeks of intense pain for the patient, the skeletal growth stops, resulting in a 3-meter beast comprised primarily of bone. The height varies depending on patient's original physiology. There we go, not psychology. Despite this bizarre biological structure, the Revenant appears to bear no ill effects. So that's pretty much how they hand-wave the fact that Revenants are fucking, as they say, 3-meter tall. Also, I appreciate the metric system usage. And those motherfuckers keep popping up as if they're not red, even though they're completely red. The classic map touchdown. I have no idea where it is. Let me check. I guess that looks like a classic map thing down there. That room. Well, we'll see. I'm not committing to any one direction. There were the elevators. Right, this is just a little roof. This is where I came from. This goes down. Oh, hello. Ah.
Blue security clearance required.
Okay, now I should be able to figure it out. Okay, that's the end of the level. That's the big area that gives me trouble. That's another area that gives me trouble over there. Actually, that gives me way more trouble, even though it's... Technically, I guess it would seem kind of easier.
What is that huge-ass long corridor?
That's Half-Life style, like diagonal elevator. Just nothing, no combat there. And this one is just a train track. I don't know which one you meant. Probably this actually, because it seems longer and more of a corridor. Anyway, we need a blue key for a lot of this crap. Vega Central Processing. The internal operating temperatures of Vega's plasma-based neural net are high, extremely high. Early tests of Vega's protoplasmic circuitry show temperatures exceeding 1.2 megakelvins, hotter than the surface of the sun. To contain this level of heat, a massive supercooled structure needed to be built to house Vega's miles of circuitry and millions of processing centers. The structure was built away from the Argent facility to ensure Vega's secrets remain safe from prying eyes. Access to the Vega polar core is strictly controlled. Vega's design is so complex that the study of its inner workings has been given its own field of study, Vega core physics.
Should you find yourself caught in the level 3 demon contamination,
so they pretty much built something and then decided, we have no idea how it works, let's figure it out.
and neither should you.
Or I guess maybe it built itself in a way. Okay, where would the elevators go? They would go all the way down there, which is... I'm assuming they would go down there, which is not what I want. Let's go down that hatch. I guess that might all be like a side thing with the hatch and the blue key, assuming the elevators did go down that long. that far. Is my mic malfunctioning again?
No, it's fine now.
Oh well.
I'm not even sure what touchdown meant.
It'll pass. I think tomorrow, oh no, the day after tomorrow, Monday, I will maybe sneak away a little something from work. A little internet cable extension thing. Hopefully it won't mess with my connection quality, but it will distance the actual like shitty end of the cable that I have here from the case of the PC itself. So if I want to fiddle with the audio jacks, it won't hopefully get affected. I might try to get my other headset from work as well. That one at one point also had some hellish noise instead of the mic output, but mic, whatever. But then it fixed itself, so it might work better than this one currently. We'll see. I'll try them both, I suppose. Okay, this is where the automap was, and
Access granted.
wait a second. Okay, so I arrived. I must have arrived from this direction originally. Okay, down there must be the secret map. I'm not actually sure what map that would be. I don't recognize the layout at first glance. Oh, hello. Man, I have hardly any shells. Okay then. Oh, and I have hardly any other things. Wow, shit. Guess I'm rocketeering for a while. Yeah, there is a little plasma thing, and I suppose that's probably another way to get down, get the power up, and also maybe get that guy. So I'm gonna ignore both it and the elevators for now. And let's see if this... No, that's the part where I got the blue key, so probably I would assume this goes to the secret level. So the lever must be somewhere hereabouts. Let's investigate a little bit. I don't think I'm in danger of accidentally skipping it, because I know where not to go. So I don't think I need a hint right now, but if I take like half an hour on this, I might. It might be somewhere completely different. It might be like in the other blue locked area here. Because why wouldn't it be? I'm just pretty sure. Yeah, there we go, there it is. I'm pretty sure, yes. Well, I mean, now I know where it is. I was about to say I was pretty sure that it wouldn't be down or below. That's the one-way direction. I wonder if I've ever got this secret level. I don't remember what it is. Let's find out. I think the classic maps that I've collected finish with underholes. Oh yeah, command control. I must have it. I think I have it. Also, hopefully everyone noticed how the barrel was not properly oriented. It only became a sprite, proper sprite, when I approached. I think I pointed that out before, but that's just one aspect of how shit the classic maps in here are. Though I do like the transitions, they are just interesting looking. The transitions between the classic part and the real part. Okay, well now let's go get that mega health or whatever it was. I'm assuming it's just a mega health. It probably does have both the soul sphere and the mega health. As far as I recall, it should be armor and health both. So this place is pretty cool. Come on, stop blurring it. I wish there was slightly more action in giant caverns like this, because I really like them. And I mean, the lighting kinda looks too uniform here. But other than that, it's a pretty cool place. I wish I had to spend more time in here. Also, the textures are slightly subpar. But I guess it's one of those things where, you know, they insert a secret somewhere where, while building the level, they actually didn't intend you to go in the first place, but then they decided, might as well put a secret in there. and forgot that the textures are horrible.
Early tests of Vega's protoplasmic circuitry showed temperatures exceeding 1.2 megakelvins, 173 times
Assuming
hotter
this
than
is the
surface of
elevator
sun.
exits.
To contain this heat, a massive supercooled structure was built to house
Why
Vega's
do you
miles
feel
of
the
circuitry
need?
and
Talk
millions
about
of
the
processing
stuff that I
centers.
already read. Come on, shut up. Health I don't need. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Only missing one secret. I'm hoping the order here is not correct and the secret is actually somewhere else. Could be at lore. Could be perhaps this fella under the stairs there. Actually no, I think that fella is straight in the way. Oh well. So this place is interesting.
At the only absolute zero cooling system ever constructed. It took years to perfect. Destroy each of the 4 coolant generators. Once they are no longer functional, my primary systems should begin to melt down.
So basically it's like one of those things where there are several things to do in a one big area, and once you do one of those things, it's like collecting bananas in Series M2 basically. That's exactly it. Once you blow up one of these, additional enemies spawn. And you can fight them there, but you can also hurry to the next one and blow all of them up, because, you know, this game has a limit on 12 enemies total active, and you can kind of exploit that. That's what I found was most easy to do. First, my first playthrough, of course, I didn't know that limit. I was very wary of summoning too many enemies at once, so I would destroy one of them, then fight everyone off, destroy the second, and at no point during all that there is an autosave. So I got killed many times. I had to start over again. But eventually I discovered that I could just kinda cheat the system by blowing up all the shit. This also is a good way to blow up 2 at once without any delays. Let's actually locate the rest of them, so that I can be certain I can do that in quick succession when the need comes. There is the 3rd one, and I think the 4th one somewhere below, perhaps here somewhere. Well, probably not like way down here. I don't want to have to look for it whilst I'm being shot at. Okay, there's the 4th one. So I would say perhaps a good way would be get up there, get these 2, shoot at that one first, and then shoot at this one.
Core temperature rising. Temperature
Hold
rising.
down. Fucking fall. Okay, thank you. Fucking BFG that guy, because I can't be bothered. That thing just blew up because of that. I didn't actually intend that, but okay. And wherever the last one was, I actually forgot immediately. I think it was above. I can afford this. I think it was up there. So I'm gonna just ignore everyone. Hopefully I'll be able to ignore everyone. Come on. Doom guy. Come on, Doom guy. Come on. Okay, might as well plant here. And I think it was there. Plus the jumper. There we go, splash damage took care of it. You, I'm not dealing with your bullshit. Oh, I can probably get one more armor thing. Oh no, I need to get it to the max. Damn it. And my max is quite high now. Okay, that guy seems like he's the last guy left. Do I have enough? Yes, I do.
Thank you. You can now move to where my core is located to complete this process.
So I basically cheesed my way through this entire fight. I used a bunch of BFG, a lot of chainsaw, and I did the thing with the computers there. But it's entirely legitimate. It's not like a... I mean, I guess it's kind of exploiting the system. I suppose there would be more enemies in total if I spaced it apart. Maybe. I'm not actually sure how it works, because it could be that they just all appear in succession, one after another. But maybe they just don't spawn and never spawn at all, if there's no room. Okay, I hear another BFG. ammo that I will need. And I think I also saw... Where even is it? I mean, probably above. I think I saw some chainsaw fuel, which would be quite useful. It's always good to have at least some. I think this is the way to... Yes, well, I mean, there's a giant objective marker, so that's obviously the way to go. And, well, actually I didn't expect to beat this in one try, but I guess I gave my all to cheesing the hell out of this place, because I know how it can be. Aha! Lordy. Cyber Mancubus. The cybernetic Mancubus differs from its naturally occurring brethren in several ways. The chitinous growth on the charm has been replaced with a UAC developed rifling barrel, which allows the Mancubus to fire its bile at much greater distances. The resulting ejection, however, does not ignite. The bile is still highly toxic and will quickly poison any organic creature it hits. Their behavior has also been modified to make them favor a longer engagement distance to complement their long-range BIOS sniping weapon. While attempts have been made to provide better fitting armor to the cybernetic monsters, they invariably outgrow their uniform within a few weeks because they are just so fat. I'm not sure, touchdown I might not have. I got the guy there. I got the guy, definitely, but I don't think he was a secret, and I don't think I can actually zoom out far enough to try and look at it. That might be the one missing secret, actually, because, like, I can't recall any secrets in these big combat rooms. There probably aren't any. Okay, where was the chainsaw fuel? Or have I dreamt it up? I might have dreamt it up. I think it was straight before I engaged the Baron. I feel like I kinda ran past it. I'll dedicate a minute or minute and a half to looking for it, and then I will just proceed, because fuck it. I don't even use the chainsaw that often, normally. Okay, thank you. It's not here. Oh well. Oh well. Can't be arsed. Also, what's the red? Ah, there are two objective markers. Interesting. The immediate one is red for some reason. Come on. Okay.
The train below will take you to the entrance.
All you had to do was follow the damn fucking monorail.
For you to gain access to my core, the demonic threat must be removed from the room ahead.
Okay, this is the hardest room.
Lower or lower?
I don't know why I'm not even looking at the chat, I'm just trusting typically that he didn't make that up. What am I even fucking doing? Alright. I could use a BFG here. Maybe not using it on the Baron was a bit of a misjudgment, but now I hate them less and I hate the Monkey Buy and the Keikos and those assholes. Actually, fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Imagine using BFG to kill a single Pinky in Doom 2.
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. And here they more than deserve it. Yeah, not enough. Okay, I think I also hear Lost Souls somewhere. Yes. Yikes. Too many men to die. Actually, that... Oh! Okay, that might make me actually leave for now, because that Revenant is a bit too much there. Tactical retreat. Lock on. Distraction. I bet on the fucking right would last 20 bytes. Yeah, whoa. Oh, I know what I can get. I can get that. And be in perfect health again. But I think that... Actually no, the music isn't stopping. I felt like it was stopping that for a second. Haste. Who the fuck ever needs haste? But for anything apart from the healing. Okay, there's a motherfucker. Headshots. Headshots. More headshots. Wow. I guess my strategy of just abusing the hell out of everything I got keeps paying off, because okay, because I get killed here so much normally. I guess this just happens when you don't use all the tools at your disposal. Because a lot of games give you a lot of powerful tools by the end, but you always fucking save them up for something, some potential thing in the future which never comes.
I know I would save fucking everything up and die a whole lot.
Quake 2,
especially since in this game BFG has like 3 shots.
Yeah.
It is even more discouraging to use it.
Well, actually no, actually for me that's even more encouraging, because you only get 3 shots and there's fuck tons of ammo for it everywhere. And you always go buy extra ammo that you can't pick up. And so it is very, very easy to use it and believe that you will find ammo before you need all your 3 shots again. You can at least like use one, like leave one maybe or 2, but use one of them at least with each ammunition bit you can find. But I think the worst is Quake 2 for me, because it got like invulnerabilities, quads, a bunch of shit, and it's all inventory that you can save for later. And I never ever use any of that. I think at most I used quads sometimes for bosses, but that's really not much. Okay, that's the guy down there somehow. Also in speedruns people climb this ahead of the lift, I think. I don't know how to do it without dying. Actually, I don't know if you do die from it, but I'm pretty sure you would, because it's all electrified and shit. Maybe you get to the guy from beyond the elevator or something. Let me check it. That actually looks like it could be a secret.
I am losing memory capabilities. Control of neural functions are minimal.
Kinda hope I didn't just fuck myself. Alright.
Once Vega's core is destroyed, the vacuum of energy will pull you back through to hell. We have your destination set to the well's location. Now use the crucible to power it down, and the portal here on Mars will be closed permanently. They will not allow access to the well without a fight. But I'm sure that's what you're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm looking for gameplay in this game. Thanks you very much. Thanks you very what? Thank you very much, Mr. Optimus Prime. But yeah, that was the last secret, looks like. So I must have gotten that secret before the imps. You probably meant that figurine there, touchdown. And I'm actually locked on. No, I'm not. Well, you know what? Let's walk. Oh, it comes back for me. Well, that's just funny. Let's not walk. Kind of fucked up the entire sequence there, because actually Hayden was supposed to be talking as we ride the elevator up. But of course it triggered early because I ventured out here. Wow, I never knew the elevator would come back for me. That's adorable. So this is slightly Deus Exi. This whole giant bunker thing with electricity and mad science shit and housing a big supercomputer AI. And even the music is a little bit like that. Though without the talking, it does kinda sound silly. Imagine, Hippocate, if this was like one of the tracks for Doom 64. Would it be worse than that one that you did like, or would it be better?
Well, yes.
Yes, okay. That's as descriptive an answer as I could have hoped for. Also, hello, Mother Brain. This is actually strikingly similar to something we will probably see in Metroid Prime 3, if I remember correctly. I will not spoil what those things are, but I think they look quite similar to this. I like that the music slightly muffles when you are in the menu. That's a neat touch. Usually don't notice it. A note for all advocates regarding Vega. At times you may feel as though your every move is being watched, as if there was no privacy and that even your deepest thoughts are being analyzed and processed by Vega. You are not paranoid. This is indeed happening, but it is nothing to fear. Vega's intelligence is vast and his power immense, but he is not omnipotent. Like all of us, his existence is monodimensional. He needs urgent energy to survive. His circuits and coolant reserves are mechanical and can break down. At the end of this age, he will be another trophy for the Dark Masters, destined for display on the Great Step. It is essential that you recognize Vega for what he is, another tool to help open the gates and nothing more. Like us, he can be manipulated and controlled. The vast intellect and understanding of the Titans of Hell far exceed anything Vega is capable of understanding. Ultimately, his intelligence, like ours, is artificial. And they go about him being able to be manipulated and all that, and I still miss the story bit that they could have used with him being corrupted by Hell and doing all sorts of shit to the base if it's fully under his control. But there is a chance for that in the future, because we do a certain thing here. Because Doom Guy is all merciful and very kind, and he is so attached to Vega. You'll see in a moment. I don't remember if there are Keikos or something that fly about here when you do that. Maybe not. They're just nice looking particles.
Cool.
Yep. For some reason I feel like that. I remember fighting some Keiko shit in here, but maybe it's just something I just always expected but never actually happened. And there is already that portal, that round ball thing with the rays coming out of it, that's the well. So check out what Doom Guy does here. Notice this little Vega backup button. He's like, let's back up Vega on this one fucking USB card. Somehow. I have many regrets, Dr. Hayden. That's also an interesting phrase. So yeah, apparently this huge supercomputer intellect that requires a giant fucking compound to house can be backed up on a single card that we take out of the elite guards. That I'm not quite sure how it was possible in any way, shape or form, but I'm glad that we did that because it opens up the possibility of Vega existing in the sequel and therefore being corrupted by Hell, as I really desperately want him to have done in this game. And I do like that he says, I have many regrets, Dr. Hayden. I have no idea what he means, but that's intriguing. Ah, last level. By destroying Vega, you've created a portal directly into the heart of Hell. Now you must find your way to the source of the UAC's power, known as the Will. The Crucible will allow you to absorb and contain the energy of the Will for good. Which is, wait for it, good.
So you're gonna shoot Olivia in this one?
Maybe. I'm going to look for lore on Olivia at the very least. Actually, no. No, we have all the lore on Olivia. I think maybe the last lore that I'm looking for might be for this place, from like the automap or something. We'll find out. So immediately, I have no idea what those parts are and why they're there. Maybe they're like usual around the already gotten power-ups and stuff from before that is not yellow. I don't think I've seen a single yellow item on the map apart from, you know, yellow keys and objectives. So I must have gotten literally everything on my first playthrough at some point. So this is Argent Dunur, or whatever the level is called. The last hell level. Consists pretty much of 3 big fights and some small shit in between, and the boss fight, of course. And it's kinda cool visually as well. I'm enjoying it. Though it does feel like they slightly saved on polygons for all the background scenery. It could be slightly more, you know, jagged or smooth or something, but whatever. It's very far away. It's not meant to be looked on at, rather. Too much. Right, well, the part that annoys me about this beginning is somewhere around here there's a split path. And you can get to the next part 2 ways, and I have no idea which one has a secret and which one doesn't. So we'll have to maybe rely on Touchdown or someone to give me a hint, or maybe I'll just luck out and pick the right one. I'm just gonna keep looking at the map in case I miss some lore bit, because they can put those little PDAs in hell as well. It happened before, I feel. It's not all just giant columns that talk to you. Also, there's a huge Doom Guy statue with a stone kind of uncomfortably wedged there. Which I think the demons might have done that to kind of tell me to fuck myself. I don't know. There's my symbol on it at least. I'm also not sure if this level has a classic map in it. I don't recall. So you can jump down there. And someone... Oh no, I think this is before the forked path. Yeah, I think this is the only way right now. The forked path might be... Oh, there's already Keikos and shit fighting there for some reason. I don't know why some demons sometimes are fighting when you are coming up to them. Kind of weird.
Because they are bored of waiting.
Yeah. Actually, no, I wanted to... Oh, someone's still fighting there. I think the guy was just a bit stuck. So yeah, I think the split path is actually after this whole section. Oh well. It seems like the only way. And also I have no idea how they're still standing. Unrealistic. Get fucked. Okay, so this might kill me because I'm pretty sure there will be pinkies, and pinkies are always bad. Yeah. And also there's that Keiko demon, assuming he's still flying somewhere. I can hear him. That looks like an image of... I guess that's where Vega used to be. Or just the UC base or something. Big old portal to there. Alright, where are you at, you motherfucker? Oh, he's stuck. Yeah, I think I just initiated combat. Yeah! Oh. Well, this works. I guess. Hiding from me behind that little barrier there. Oh, there go pinkies. Yeah, okay, good. Jesus, too many things everywhere. Wonder if you can actually shoot like behind them for splash damage, like I can do with the shield guys. No, you probably can. Holy shit, too many revenants. Escape, escape, escape. Actually, for once in my life I might make use of teleporters. I'm not sure enemies go to teleporters, but you know who goes to teleporters? Enemies in Snesden. I have completely misinformed everyone in my stream 2 days ago, because I found out they can actually teleport, but they don't have any visual effects for teleportation, just like we don't have. And I found that out in on us playing the first level of second episode on Nightmare. Because I've alerted a bunch of people on the down below level, and they all came for me as I was killing stuff from the balcony where the blue key is. No? 7. Okay. Yeah! Okay. Can't be arsed. Yeah, fuck. I got a little bit surrounded there. What was I going to say? I was going to say something, but probably wasn't important. It was like something like, yeah, I can't be bothered to glory kill the Hell Knight when there's a Pinky alive. Right, well, this time let's not wait for all the infighting down there, because it's boring. Let's just kill the... Well, someone just made a fucking leap there. Let's kill the Keiko and just go straight in. Holy shit. Okay, actually, since there's pinkies, I might as well keep this out. And see if I can't kill them with one siege mode hit like I can specters. Oh, there's power up. So we could use that as well to my advantage. Fuck it, let's do it. Berserk! Oh, also, what are my challenges for this level? Kinda want to find out. I think I picked that Berserk up way too early. Oh well. Actually, it lasts a while, so might still make good use of it. Picking barrels out of the way there. There's one of you fuckers. There's another one of you fuckers. Come on, let me do something else. Ah, well, nearly done. Yeah, she escapes way too fast. Man, everyone's kicking these poor barrels around. Actually, I'm gonna switch back to siphon grenades, even though I'm at full health. You know what? We haven't used at any point. As soon as it recharges, I'm gonna use the hologram. See if I can't sneak up on someone from behind. Oh boy, I don't really want to be anywhere around here. Well, fuck. Huh, this is harder than I remember. I guess it's compensating for how I destroyed Vega's map previously. Da -da -da, da -da -da. I do like this structure here just visually. It's kind of similar to the first Hell level, but you know, it's kind of like the style for this game. You. I guess I will take the Berserk later this time, because there was still a bunch of shit that I could have used it on after it ran out. Wow, she goes way far. What are you even doing? Shit. Okay, do the thing. Ah, yeah. That was a headbutt by a jumping Pinky. Okay, that was really not supposed to happen. Interesting. They jump way too high. All in the name of not being able to hide anywhere from anyone. I don't know why I used the cheese mode there. Okay, you were kind of in pain there, it looks like. Yep. Man, it's so fun just destroying them as they jump on you. Or at you rather, I guess. Yeah. Okay, now I might as well take the berserk because there's pinkies and mancubi and there's all manner of fucks there. So I don't want to be around. This might be the greatest power-up in the history of video games, I'm just saying. Okay, did I kill that summoner or did she teleport past me successfully? Can't really see it anymore. Ah, I guess we must be done, okay. So, using power-ups is the key to success. Using them intelligently rather, not just using them. Nothing here, which is a surprise because I felt like usually they would put some random piece of shit somewhere in the corner. Is it fighting? Oh well. Okay, that's the automap, and that could be what contains the lore that I want. Access the Well Cathedral. Yes, challenges. Kill 2 Barons, heal 1 shot, probably BFG. Find all 3 Skull Switch secrets. Kill 25 demons with the BFG. Well, big redacted gun. Skull Switch secrets. Skull Switch secrets. I mean, a Skull Switch must open something, so there must be some inaccessible place. Not just, you know, I mean, the Skull Switch wouldn't be marked in the map, but it must do something useful, which usually involves opening something. Oh, there's a way forward. No, never mind. I know one of them near the very end of the level, but the other two I don't remember. There might be one somewhere about here. Let's just make a quick tour in the underneath and such. Well, I'm just gonna say that the tour is concluded. That was definitely thorough enough. The green torches used to mark my path, like everything green apparently. The door looks like it actually goes slightly farther, so there might be a skull switch around here. But so does that door, and this... I mean... Oh, I hear a BFG behind it. Maybe it opens both of them. Bunch of zombie sounds everywhere. Right, I'm not 100% sure that I can actually go back up here after I jump down. Well, there's a skull switch there. Surely I must be able to, somehow. Yeah. Huh, that seems pretty useless. I don't know, in the mid-range of combat, like, it might actually alleviate some of the tension, but... yeah. I'd rather use Siphon for emergency health. I feel like those doors... Ah yes, and there is a block that I could use here. I think those doors are now open, it is this one. Yeah, cool. So I guess that door is just nothing. Automap there. Bit of armor there. Well, Let's see, I don't believe there is a big fight or anything down here. I do remember painstakingly sniping all these zombies with a pistol from above my first time through, because I was sure I would fight someone more dangerous. Even though on ultra violence they are not really dangerous by themselves. Even if they block your path accidentally. This is the path with armor, I think. Uh-huh. Oh, hello there. Go! Once again with the unprecedentedly dangerous Keiko demons. I wonder if that fireball would have killed me. I feel like it probably would have. Yo. Okay, now the automap I think is one level down, somewhere in that direction. Yes. Yeah, I guess I have to open it manually. Oh, I have both of them somehow. I guess maybe one just was given to me at some point by itself. While some intelligence has been directly retrieved from Argent Denur, most of the details we have regarding this location have been extrapolated from decoded tablets and scriptures. Limited data from remote collection and information decrypted from the Korax tablet suggests that this area is the corrupted ruins of a lost realm, a world that has been entirely conquered and absorbed into the Hell dimension. The battle that was fought to claim this area is of great significance, as the spread of Hell's dominion accelerated quickly upon absorption of the region. The Hell energy that emanates from this region passes through a dimensional tier and appears on Mars at the Argent Fracture. From the Korax tablets. All falls before the command of Hell, for our power is absolute, our march to victory inevitable. Before our armies, even the elemental wraiths of Argent Denur were subjugated. In that great victory, the Night Sentinels, protectors of the wraiths, were betrayed by one of their own, and the wretches wept as we devoured their world and took the well for our devices. None stand against us, that for treachery resides in all things, and we shall set it free. I don't think that demons would write commemorative tablets, but, you know, this has a different interpretation of demons than I do, apparently. And yes, this is the message from Olivia, I believe. So, I apologize if I hyped it up a little bit, but I just remember quite liking it when I read it at the end. So, let's try. Some of you in a previous life may have held childish notions of God and the kingdom of heaven. This ugly representation of a spiritual nirvana was designed to control you, to placate your natural feelings of hate and rage, to subdue your realization of your place in this universe. By embracing science, you took the first steps towards freedom from these intellectual chains. By dedicating yourself to the development of Argent energy, you cemented your place in the next age. Now let us tell you about the real heaven. The real kingdom of the gods is a place that you will never reach and you should never wish to. No human will ever visit the sacred ground of Argent Denur unless they are made a god by the Dark Lords. Humanity's only purpose and reward is to serve the ascension of the Imperiatrix and protect the Crucible. You will be destroyed by the demons while I will be made a god. My immortality is assured while you will rise in perpetual agony at the bottom of the darkest hole in hell. You will be forgotten, your life, your loved ones, your achievements and failures are nothing, a blank space and the canvas of time. Thank you for your service, may you rot in hell. Olivia Pierce. I fucking love this message. The last part. Thank you for your service, may you rot in hell. Shit, man.
I'm gonna end all my letters with this now.
Thank you for your service, may you rot in hell, or just may you rot in hell?
Yeah, thank you for your service as well. It doesn't work as well without it.
Yeah, well, then again, thank you for your service doesn't really work if they were not previously servicing you. But oh well. Touchdown, that sounds like fanfic material. I'm not sure where they would get that from.
The same people probably ship Doomguy and Olivia.
How does Optimus Prime fit into all that? Because he's a big old robot and surely he would be quality shipping material. Betrayed. Why would Doom Guy betray the Night Sentinels anyway? The Night Sentinels were supposed to be like on his side, the good guys. There was already some rich betrayer on the Demon side who made Doom Guy his armor and sword or just weapons or some shit. The Sentinels, I think, actually I'm not sure. Those, the things we encounter later in this level are called the Elemental Wraiths. Not Sentinels. So I'm not sure what the Night Sentinels are. Maybe we have read about them before, but it didn't really like stick in my memory as it probably was intended to by the writers. The only thing that stuck in my memory was that last message from Olivia, which is like the best thing about the writing in this game. So I think this might be the split path, perhaps somewhere about here. Let me see. I appreciate the little grass and shit. Maybe I should pick a different weapon for when lost souls might come. Fuck! This is not the attachment I was hoping to have on my rifle. Well, shit. Why am I glowing green though? That's a bit strange. Oh, where the Night Sentinels? Are they the other night-looking guys, like those guys touchdown? I'm hoping that's established at some point and not just conjecture, because I can't get behind conjecture like that without solid evidence. We're gonna go get the BFG ammo as well, because that's useful. Okay, and what have we learned? We have learned that the ghost cannon is the way to go. Because there will be Keikos, and Keikos are bad. Hopefully I have enough ammo for all of them. Like this one here that appears. Hello? Goodbye. I could possibly chainsaw the Hell Knight that comes later. Yeah, ho! And also the armor again, but over. Yeah. Okay, this should be enough. Also some ammo, that's always nice. And I got a bunch of ammo from chainsawing that guy. You know what, might as well get the armor. It will serve me all of like 5 seconds, but whatever. I don't remember that touchdown, might check it out. I don't think that's very far from the beginning of the level. Actually no, there's a big battle before that, so maybe not. It doesn't make sense that they would be the Night Sentinels, because like, who else? We don't have any other characters, and those seem to be from Argent Donor, like myself. So actually I, Doom Guy, should feel more at home in here than on Mars, because this is fragments of my previous home, absorbed into hell. Kinda wish that in the sequel possibly it would get explored slightly further, though I don't know how. It's not like we can like liberate Argent Donor from out of hell or anything like that, but maybe someone will like talk to him about that or just mention it to cement. Also, did I just pick one of the paths already? Hopefully not. Yes, you can go down there or you can go across here. I'm going to just assume that across here is the more rewarding path. Well, that was plenty rewarding, but you know. And actually, maybe not. Where does this even go? Let's check the map. Oh, you can go, so you can jump down here and go through that canyon, or you can go through here and get the power up, whichever it is. It's probably like a megasphere. So jumping across, as opposed to just falling down like a champ. But how do you jump around this shit? Easily, that's how. Yes. Annoyingly, I think there is lore about the final boss which we don't access. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Ugh. Which we can't access until after we killed it, so we may have to launch some level later and open the lore and read that. I wonder if that voice, that's the same voice from the shitty narration. And I think it's the one that was talking to Olivia, if there was ever the other side of those dialogues. I don't remember actually if we ever heard the voice talking to her. But I think it was always the same one. Oh yes, infinite ammo. That's quad as well. Would be very useful. But this is one of the first of the three big fight areas. Hello! Damn it. I would very much enjoy having this quad damage while I have infinite bullets. Probably not gonna make too much use out of it, but whatever, it's fun. Behavior guys definitely spawn later. And I no longer have infinite ammo. Oh well. Well, I was kind of badly handled all around, but whatever. Worked out so far. Well, I mean, I might still die. Especially because there's spin keys everywhere. I know I used that siphon, I have not lost any health yet. Okay, I killed him. Okay, I have full BFG, which means might as well start. Actually, there's probably gonna be barons later. And I'm not worried about completing the challenge of killing however many monsters with BFG. Because nothing matters anymore, this is the last level. And I think this is the other hell music track from Necropolis. Not the one with the choir, unfortunately. Big armor. Oh shit. No, that would be a bit of a waste. Okay, you can drop down, please, any moment. I think I killed another one. Or someone who isn't pinky. Whee! Oh, this is the one way even. Interesting. There's definitely pink somewhere. Yep, there we go. And that siphon doesn't really give you a lot of health. I guess that rune is kinda instrumental in making the best use of it. Yeah. The rune that I'm not using, the equipment now. Oh yes. Shit. Didn't mean to choose the rocket launcher, but it could work. Ah, no. Lost souls somewhere. Oh, just down there. Yeah, fuck, someone killed me. Phew, that was intense. I could have probably done the glory kill there and saved myself, but it was a bit of a long shot. Phew. Intense. But, last level, so it should be. Huh. Can I load checkpoint? And can I get please one more checkpoint? There we go. Now which rune was it even? Reach get richer. 75 armor. Well, it's a good rune. Now the lesson has been learned. Do not take the quad too early. But I should take that armor to prolong my infinite vilitism. Oh no, I can't because it doesn't actually go above the limit. Well, there goes my shit there. Take this. I'm gonna take this as well. Doesn't get me infinite ammo anymore, but maybe there is a chance I will get some armor from glory kills or something. Ah! Something exploded in my face. Yeah. Fucking punch out, stun him and then shoot him with a ghost cannon. Ah yes, lost souls as well. I don't think they usually put lost souls in the middle of a fight like this, so this is quite unique. I might want to do that. Shit. I also might want to do that. Man, the delay on those missiles is kinda dangerous when you're dealing with lost souls like that. Right, give me some health. Wonder if that gives you more health if there's more enemies in the circle. Probably does. Okay, that was majestic and beautiful. And wasn't there a BFG ammo somewhere? Yep. Too late to use that. I don't think anyone will spawn here again, but yeah. This is not even active yet. The rhapsody activates after you do the thing up here. Lay the wraiths soul to rest. These are the elemental wraiths, and I think we'll read about them after we kill each one. Well, actually not kill, but lay them to rest. Thank you, Mr. whoever you are. And they are considered artifacts. And really look like something out of hell. I don't know how they were on our side. Let's actually read it. I don't remember much about them. Okay, I've seen that. Thank you, game. Artifacts. The Wraiths. While there have been no confirmed sightings of these creatures, much is known about them as they are revered by the demons and referenced multiple times in all explored areas of hell. According to the scriptures found in the Kadengir Sanctum, aka the first hell level in this game, the Wraiths are elemental beings that inhabit the realm of Argent Dunur, a world that was colonized in the first age of Ascension. The Wraiths were deified by the people of Argent Dunur and protected by their fiercest warriors, the Night Sentinels. They are believed to have been imbued with a powerful energy. Well, I'm not going to speculate further because there's 2 more entries on them. Okay, that's the boss arena down there. Let me see if anything looks like a secret level place. That's 2 more wraith areas. Not entirely sure what this is, but I might remember it somewhat. Okay. Also, what did that do? Maybe that just opened the way forward for me. Or maybe this is the way forward, but maybe it opened that door. I quite like the whatever fucking mess there is in the eye there. Okay, let's see. Is this a secret? Could be. Yes. Interesting rock. So I guess both of these doors must have been opened by the switch. Is there now touchdown? Well, I'm not sure where it is, so let's look at the minimap again. I don't think anything here looks particularly suspicious in terms of plastic map shape. Or being a separate enough area for that. Maybe this little situation, but it has this indentation that wouldn't be in the secret map. Maybe where that guy is, in the cavern. Oh, here you mean like straight up here in the cavern where I've just been? Well, that makes no. Oh yeah. Never mind. There is the place there. It looks separate. Thank you. I probably would have missed that because I didn't think there was anything else here. And there's this switch that the trail of blood leads to. Okay, well. Oh, I wonder if I had this one unlocked because I don't remember it. Pandemonium. Man, plasma is nowhere near as useful in this Doom than in previous Dooms. Because it's not quite an exceptional weapon anymore.
He must not be allowed to free them.
Ah, you fucker. Oh, he died somehow as well. Cool. Okay, well I see now 1 BFG ammo here at least. I think I remember this area for having the toughest fight of the 3. Save the power up until I need it. Okay, let's see how this works. Stun thing doesn't stun for very long. I guess it would help against pinkies. And the shield guys, perhaps. Still, not the best thing to use in the middle of combat like that. Because you have to focus. Oh no. You have to focus on one enemy anyways. And I do prefer my Hit Blast. Ah! Bitch slapped. Man, that's the thing a Revenant is supposed to do. Come on, Imp. Yeah, touchdown. This place looks a bit more hellish than the rest of it because probably of all the lava and the lighting is darker and all that.
He must not be allowed to free them.
Right, now, how to best deal with those pinkies? Probably still this. Yep. Yeah, total miss. you. I don't even need the siege mode for you losers. Go, headshot. What? He's not dead. Okay. Stop giving me this little shotgun. Damn. Well. Zake can. You. Especially you. What the fuck was that? Ah, I should use this guy. Oh well, you know what actually? I do believe I have infinite ammo again. I don't anymore. Well, that was fun while it lasted. You know what? Fuck you. Okay, that was mutual fuck yous there. Mutual green fuck yous. I wonder if I'll die to the boss. Probably will. But probably not too many times, because it's not that hard.
Must not be allowed to free
Right,
them.
I don't have the infinite ammo yet. Wait. Where is that Hell Knight? Is that just me, or did they not respawn all the enemies this time? I hope there is no automatic difficulty adjustment bullshit going on. Suspicious. Highly suspicious. Oh boy, I better make it. Fuck it, you know what? There's rockets in a while. Yeah. So none of those guys dangerous. Eh, fuck you. Okay. Come out here so I can lock onto you with my rocket bullshit. I don't know if I'm locked onto, but I guess that's one use for multiple shit, because I can put lock onto a bunch of instant stuff. You know what, now that would probably be the best time for the berserk. Just for the feeling, if nothing else. I think it's around this time when I got it seriously as well. Because I remember the Keiko Jimmy. Oh, this is not a platform. Okay, you are the one that I really wanted to use on. And hopefully some man could buy somewhere. There we go. One more to this. Where is that guy? No, almost. Well, let's do another fuck you, but this time better. There we go. 12 enemies at once. Cool. And just 2 more this time. Oh well. This one of them was a mancubus. Jesus. Ah, Jesus. And I don't have any of that anymore. Well. Apparently I'm somehow switched to the remote detonation instead of lock-on. You... Oh, there is a Baron right there. Only one though. Seems to be confused. I wonder if this is a mistake. Could be a big mistake. Oh, it might not be. I think the Barons have a lot of difficulty in environments such as this. At actually hurling the ball without hitting any of the environment. Oh. Where did it even come from? Weapon upgrade point. Oh, and they brought back the choir. Cool. Actually, yeah, this was the other music track, so I wonder if they mixed them up in this one level. That would be slightly interesting. Right, well, since I kinda remember where the last secret thing is, I don't think I'm too worried about stuff. Actually, there might be still one secret missing, but I don't give a shit at this point. But I better save up my BFG for the boss, because it's gonna be immensely useful. Come on, I'm not a baby, I know where to go. There's green stuff. Let me fix the scrolling. The elemental wraiths, if they do still exist in Argent Donor, have no doubt been corrupted by the power of hell. However, descriptions of the beasts suggest they were terrifying in their own form before any demonization occurred. The protection of these beasts was both a measure to harness the power they generated and also defense against them, hence the need for a warrior order to serve as protectors rather than a simple priest caste. Several tablets describe the worship of the wraiths as a necessity to avoid their wrath, and the Ongmar Codex specifically states that the wraith call, the sign of an approaching wraith, caused panic and terror among the people of Argent Donor. It is also possible that some sacrificial ceremonies were attached to the worship of the wraiths. So this place was kinda fucked up before hell even arrived. Looks like. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last door, and I think the last switch is just randomly in the corridor somewhere on the way. Yep. Last arena battle and the boss. And I will check out the multiplayer environments and maybe one or two classic maps. Though I don't feel the necessity of that because we checked enough last time. Sounds like there is one more. Oh, hello. BFG ammo somewhere. Where's the other one? Damn it. Yeah. There! Finally. What an idiot. Maybe that BFG was just through the wall. I think I'm not gonna use BFGs in this fight. I'm not sure if they will give me even one armor ammo for it after I kill everything in that little stair to the wraiths like usual. But for now, let's do this again, because this is fun. And I feel like I missed out in previous playthroughs by not using this really, to its full extent, or really at all. I don't even mind the Pinky's armor when I just don't have to waste ammo on them. That guy's gonna run in circles, I guess. Massacred. Oh, first hit of the day. You know what? I still have infinite stuff, but I also want the Quad. Where was the Quad? The Quad is somewhere else. Maybe it's anywhere. Ah, invisible. Ah, stop doing the animation. Come on. There is the Quad. Finish this off. I wonder if I could have carried it to the boss. Speaking of the boss, this having infinite shit ammunition will be pretty useful if I can keep this status. Anyways, it was pretty fun because I love this room and I never approached this fight this way before, and it was something that I really needed. Okay, let's collect all the stuff. In here. Looks like not. Next to armor. That's not gonna fucking last against the last boss, but yeah, maybe it'll buy me some time with infinite machine gun ammo. Aha! Okay, so that was not a waste of a BFG. Now I have max everything, this is great. That well up there is kinda crumbling apart already. Probably should have looked at it a bit more to point that out. Yep. I also heard a little feminine moan there, which I expected because I remember it, but I always thought it was a laugh and not a moan, so that's kind of weird. Oh well, let's read about the third Wraith stuff. God damn it, I've already read that. Come on, game. The Wraiths 3. I said 3. There we go. There's the scrolling fixed. Further reading from the Ongamar Codex. The Night Sentinels stood strong against our legions. Conquest of Argent Nur, empowered by the Wraith energy, was foiled at every turn. Yet in our darkest hour came a lowly Hell Priest, Dake Grav, and in his guidance a weakness in a heathen of the Night Sentinels was found. Let me process that a little bit because I kinda read it without thinking. Okay, so the Night Sentinels, the Night guys, I'm assuming, fought rather well because they had the power of these guys. Or actually no. The Conquest was empowered by these guys, but it was still failing because the Sentinels are just cool enough. And so this guy was on Hell's side, because it almost kind of read like he wasn't, but he was on Hell's side, and he pointed out that one of the Night Sentinels was a piece of shit, apparently, looks like. The bargain was struck thus. For the return of the betrayer's only son, lost on the battlefield, Dake Grav must be taken to the source of their power, the elemental wraiths. Led there by the wretched betrayer, Dake Grav and his cabal set a curse upon the wraiths as they slept, and used their essence for our own devices. With the power of the wraiths they formed the Well, that which brings us upon our enemies. Thus the city of Argent and their false gods fell under the unholy might of the Hell Priests. For his payment the betrayer's son was returned to him in our form, and the icon of sin was brought upon the heathens. His vengeance was swift and merciless, for the wages of treachery are suffering. Okay, so you know what? Now I kinda see where those people are coming from. So if the betrayer is the Doom guy, and his son was transformed into a hell thing, so this might imply that that was the icon of sin. His son returned to him in our form. But I feel like this might very well be read as the icon of sin as a separate thing. That was just, you know, a big thing that were brought upon the heathens anyway, just because we found a weakness and an opening. Was swift and merciless, for the wage of treachery are suffering. So also this betrayer among the Night Sentinels is different, because I didn't really figure it out on my first playthrough. It's different from the betrayer on Hell's side who gave Doom Guy his shit. So apparently there's two betrayers, one on both sides. Interesting. Well, either it goes nowhere and there is no point in figuring it out, or it will be speculated upon and not speculated upon, rather expanded upon in the sequel, which it might not have. I don't know. If the sequel even comes. I'm assuming it will, because it was a huge success in here. With the fall of Argent and Nord, their realm was taken into ours, their temples and ruins, their broken edifice, all was absorbed into our realm and taken as stuff with our triumph. So yeah, stuff everywhere. I feel like it's too early to assume that the Doom guy was the betrayer, because everyone seems to respect him, and he seems to... Well, I mean, he may hate the demons excessively because his son was transformed and not returned to him like he probably would have expected. But who gave him the armor? That is also the question. Is that a separate thing? Just... Oh well. Hi guys. Yes, they have armor that looks quite high-tech, which I wonder how that actually fits with the imagery of Argent here, which is not quite high-tech, but let's go fight the final boss. What do you think the final boss is, Hippie?
I don't know. Maybe like some demonic transformed Olivia, like Bertruger was.
Good prediction.
They promised me so much.
Oh, noise.
Yep. It's really cool when I saw this. Because, pause, let me lay on you a little backstory. I saw a thumbnail on YouTube, as always, as people do spoil stuff. I saw a thumbnail with the final boss slightly, but I couldn't make out what it was. I didn't really look at it too much. And I saw a lot of white metal parts, like, well, you see the Spider Mastermind here has. And I was absolutely sure the last boss was going to be Samuel Hayden transformed by hell somehow, because Hayden was like the antagonist that was still kind of around. Olivia seemed to be like, yeah, I did my thing, I'm irrelevant now. And I didn't know it was going to be a Spider Mastermind of all things. I thought it was just going to be like the Sarge in Doom 3, for example, just a robot demon guy combination. So this was a really cool surprise. Okay, I'm gonna shoot that until I'm out of armor to give me infinite ammo. 3 armor still. I can make it. I can make some damage. Well, I fought it on Nightmare last time. I didn't have all 3 BFG blasts here available, so... That was harder, but now it actually might be very easy. Not a very difficult boss all around. There is some BFG still available, so you know. It will be kind of difficult to lose, and I might not even demonstrate some of her attacks, unless I die somehow, like by not looking at her when I pick up my BFG stuff. You know what, I will hold off, because she has like a state of near death, kind of like Sif the Great Grey Wolf. But she might still do some of her attacks that I have not demonstrated. So, she does the platforms and the floor is bad, wrong, damaging. Because she farts on it a bunch, looks like. And then she summons bullshit on the platforms, so you have to... Well, actually the floor is already normal. But sometimes she does bullshit on the platforms to make them spiky and shit. Let me jump about like a moron. See if she does something like that. Also she does this shit, which is kind of interesting, but actually it kind of damaged me a lot. Oh, yes. No, wrong. Runes. I nearly forgot because I was not even... Wait a second, I already got that. I already had vacuum ever since fighting the Guardians, the previous Dark Soulsy boss, Gorilla guys. I forgot to exchange this for the extended glory kill. Oh well. Maybe I will accidentally die right now. Oh! So this, you know what? Yes. Let's not take any chances. I don't think she got hit. Actually she did, but she is in this state where she doesn't give a shit anymore because she is dying. It would be kind of embarrassing to die to this though, but I might. She's kind of glitching out, rolling about. Gonna throw rocks at me as well and just do those lasers, but the lasers are kind of unwieldy now, so... Basically it's like last desperation mode.
Oh, you're still fighting it?
Yeah.
My internet went out.
Well, I'm not fighting it anymore. I showed a bunch of attacks that she can do, and the last desperation. Did you at least see a glimpse of the desperation mode? Where she was just randomly firing.
What?
The desperation mode, where she was randomly firing lasers everywhere and just crawling.
Well,
like...
just like half a second of it.
Yeah, well, you can probably rewind later because it's a neat little... Kind of like Sif, as I said, where she goes into this mode where she's just fucking crawling, but can't really do shit anymore. And from somewhere I got an extra BFG shot just for this. And you might have seen we got a lore on her, but we couldn't actually open up our PDA or anything. So let's watch the intro, the credits, and then we'll go read that and do whatever else.
You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched you work. Come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind. And you may be right. But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree. But with this, we can continue our work. I am not the villain in this story. I do what I do because there is no choice.
Rerouting tether coordinates complete.
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way. Until we see each other again.
So he traps me with science instead of a big stone sarcophagus. And basically I'm in the same position as at the start of the game, before the start of the game rather. Just reversed. So yeah, he did the energy sword thing that was depicted on one of the stones in his office. And gonna go renew his hell research, maybe on Earth. Maybe that's where the sequel is gonna be. I can only hope. Let's watch the credits. Credits are pretty cool.
Your mouse is in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, well, not anymore. I wonder why they're so quiet. Because the rest of the music seems to be louder. Sean Bean. Huh. Apparently Sean Bean was a lead producer or something. Interesting. Bogdan Koroy as well. Dmitry Buluchevsky, AI programming. John Dean as well. Actually, no, not as well. Dean is different from Bean, never mind. Jesse Prince. Mixum. Lost souls and test tubes. Oh, little upgrade bot. And this is that scene from Suicide Squad that was cut, I think, with Joker and the knives. I wish I could throw enemies at other enemies. Would be fun. Also, there weren't any freaking enemies in Olivia's office where this takes place. Lies, all lies. Dedication. Don't know why that had sound all of a sudden. Yay! Good luck against the pinky little doom guy. Finally, we see one of those guys not as a hologram. And immediately zombified. And we can see how those guys looked, not as holograms as well. Hey, this might be familiar. For a couple seconds and then he fucks it up. Yes.
That's how you fucking make end credits.
Yeah. But then you do the standard long ass roll, which I'm gonna skip.
Ah, shit. I was hoping they could do without a huge ass list of like favorite dog of neighbor of junior assistant janitor in Ubisoft.
Production babies in the entire world and such, yes. So I wonder where can I read the shit? Mission select? Probably anywhere, honestly. I also wonder what weapons I will have in upgrades, if it'll keep up with my latest situation, or if it'll remember what I had in this level.
Now approaching.
Well, it looks like I already have the BFG ahead of time. So you know what, I might as well go reach his office and see if the Ninth Sentinel appears
It's time we meet
name.
in person. My office is on the second floor of this facility.
It should be past just like a couple enemies here. Oh, and infinite ammo as well, nice. There's like a couple Mancubine zombies here, and then a little fight in the pristine but bloodied room further.
Welcome to the
Since I don't have to point out secrets and go anywhere else. Mancubus is frying everyone else there. Actually, fuck it. So first thing first. Clear this again. Monsters. Spider Mastermind. Not really a spider because only had 4 legs, but you know. The first Project Lazarus tethering operation retrieved a small compendium from the umbral planes in the crypt of a destroyed tower of unknown construction. Artifact reference PLE2M8. Hey. Tower, you say. This Vade Mechum was mostly illegible, but it did contain one of the rare references to the RNA Imperatrix, a mystical demon that is still largely unknown. When the gate is opened in the 4th age, when we have risen and the masters have shown us the path, she will become, okay, great blessing will be given to the key holder, for they will become one with the master, and in that holy union, the power of the Dark Priest will be unleashed upon the heretics of the penumbral plane. Interesting, there's an umbral plane and also a penumbral plane, huh? The RNA Imperatrix, carried in the mind of all who follow, fed from the blood of those who fell, made with bone of rock, iron, steel, and sinew, or sinew, however you read that. A mighty god to rule over all other gods, also the weakest boss in the game. 1 become 2 become legion. So I guess it's a separate entity from Olivia herself, it's not just her transformed completely into that. So on that level it might be the mastermind that sends the signals to zombies and shit like that. Which, you know, I said it probably wasn't because I thought it was just Olivia, but it looks like I was wrong because I have never read that mastermind entry. Oh, fuck off.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Yes, I guess I didn't need... No, I don't need to press shit. Wow, just only put one of them into that mode. Those grenades are useless as offensive. I don't know why I ever use them. Man, it's just fun to be OP sometimes. Area lockdown, you see.
We are not advancing enough applicants, and our faith is nothing without believers. We cannot conduct our work without them.
And what kind of work is it that you're doing, Olivia? I haven't seen a report from your team in months now, have I? Can I trust that you can maintain your distance and control of the situation?
Of course. I believe in our work, but in order to make progress, we will have to make even greater sacrifices.
This isn't progress, it's madness. The board understands the peculiar nature of your work, and no one is in the dark on what those sacrifices mean to mankind. But your judgment is no longer considered sound.
So not only do the chairs have good old familiar stuffing in them, it's interesting how this looks like it was intended to be transparent, like alpha channel and all that stuff, but they didn't really bother doing it. Neat. You know, this is a fight that I have to do before I get access to the office again. Should be easy with my infinite ammo. and 3 BFG shots, which I really wasn't supposed to have at this point. I could probably go to the first level with the BFG, that would be fun. Get revenge on those fucking zombies that killed me in the first room of the game. Well, I have exactly 75, which is still enough. I could also listen to some more BFG Division, which is one of people's favorite tracks in this game. Well deserved. Here's clipping some of the same stuff there, yeah. A little bit of clipping. Welcome, welcome. Come one, come all. Ah, fuck it. There you are. I could also probably test if I was correct about being able to shoot Hayden and him complaining about that when you approach his office. Oh, fuck you. Thought I was hearing a monkey was stomping about, but it was just my berserker. So who else is left even? Yeah. What? Oh, fuck you. I like how you snuck behind me and just kicked me in the ass. That's very demonic. Ah, no, I can't shoot right now.
Do not be alarmed by the system update. It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether. A means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt, but I didn't think you'd allow its installation voluntarily. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I have supplies in my office. This way, please. Save your ammunition.
There we go. He does say something when we do that. Also, he's protected by a BFG or something, I don't know. Cool. I wonder if everyone knows that, or if some people didn't know that. Touchdown, did you know that? It says save your ammunition. It's otherwise non-phased by me shooting him. Because I'm an angry motherfucker.
Take whatever supplies you need.
Aha, Ancient Sentinel. I don't know if that just means the generic use of the word Sentinel, or if it specifically refers to the Night Sentinels. Well, we each learned something. Shut up, Hayden. Let's go try. Touchdown, you said I could use practice mode in deathmatch. I don't know if I have ever. Online privileges. Bitch, I have all the privilege I could ever need. Oh, enter, awesome. Continue. Don't panic. Current unlock purchase items, civil say whatever. Actually, I don't plan to really play much, so might as well. No. Missed that. Customization. Customize character. I don't have anything unlocked, so well. But I can look at pretty much anything, even though it's not unlocked for me. I quite like that little guts and flesh thing. And the bones. Utilitarian. I don't know how these are different, just slightly colored at the bottom. Can I use? Yes, I can use the keys to do this more easily. Hulk, Carrier, Asp, Racer, Diamondback, which kind of sounds stupid. Can we rotate? Nah, I don't think we can rotate. Oh, but there's a whole fuck ton of categories there. That was all just UAC. Ah, touchdown, you mean the one that's not actually a secret, the one that you reach by climbing everywhere. I wonder if the, like I have double jump, I would probably have double jump in the levels where I'm not supposed to have it. I wonder if you can reach something there. More of things like that. Man, these are all very similar, just slightly different coloration. Vile, Horrend, Sinister, Ravenous, Hellhound, Carnivore, Utilitarian. Well, that's fucking brutalistic. Yeah, these are kinda dumb. Templar. Nothing about Sentinels. I like how they all have some sort of flashlight at the top. Bounty Hunter. Cool. Cyber Demonic, okay, that would be interesting. I should probably pick better colors to look at these in, but you know, doesn't matter. Isolator, well that's not as sinister sounding as you guys probably hoped. Modulator, actually no, it's robotic, so maybe it's not supposed to be sinister sounding. Capacitor, yeah. Inductor, resistor. Piston, yes. If there is any piece of mechanics that I ever identified with, it was the piston. Okay, this looks mildly cool, but also kind of stupid. This looks pretty fucking cool. It looks like he just stuck an accordion. Yeah, stuck an accordion on his head. I guess it's kind of like, you know, Pope head illusion or something. It's interesting how it reaches to his jaw, and his jaw is part of the helmet somehow. His upper jaw at least. What the fuck is this? Rockets and mouths at every side. What the fuck is this helmet? Too bad I can't rotate. I really want to. Actually I can. Never mind. Rotate pen. Oh shit. At least he doesn't have a mouth on the back. Interesting. This looks slightly Nazi style. What was the other one I wanted to look at from other sides? There was one somewhere that I wanted to rotate for. Maybe the demonic ones. Ah, whatever. Actually, before I do anything else, let me go maybe see if I can't unlock slightly less stupid colors. And by unlock I mean just select. Oh wait. Less secondary color. Yeah. Now you know what, green probably isn't gonna work at any point. Or I could
What
just...
if you make like darker green?
Yeah, this could work. And super scratchy. And this one is also going to be super scratchy, which doesn't really reflect so much, but you know, light color. Which is all really stupid looking. Okay, armor, torso. Man, I wish they didn't cover it with that window without unlocking.
I'm kinda voting for you to just look at the maps and be done with it, because this is just...
Yeah, this could take a
What
while.
is this, fashion show?
Well, I mean, the Doom is a very good game for fashion. Filthy and Warren. Okay, that makes it look better. Tones though. Now this I need to look at. With that like what's the word? Censorship there window, it looks slightly questionable.
Seriously, who has the time to use this shit during combat?
I don't know. I think it's not during combat. I think it's like at the result screen or something.
Was it like a Gangnam style dance?
Yeah, I think it might have been. I think one of these is there was a video like someone made long ago with Doom Guy's face on top of some guy that was just like strolling forward with a really stupid dance, and I think one of these is based on that. Might be this one. Ah, no, it was this one. Doom Shuffle it's called, yes. Based on some video somewhere that I don't remember anything about. Except for, I think it had the Doom Guy face on the head. Okay, that's the limit of that. Actually, did we see like bronze metal? What the fuck? Where are they?
There are more tabs.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's the best Doom Guy celebration. Actually, let's go from the bottom, from the top rather. Arms up too. Yes. Where's Flex 2?
We don't talk about like two.
Shit. A lot of these are very similar. I don't know how someone would pick one definitive. Don't. Hey, touchdown. This is in your honor. Let me scroll the chat back up. Oh, expansion stuff as well. So let's see what humor is like. What was that? Is that something that I don't know? I feel like it's a reference to something like some anime or some shit like Dragon Balls. Oh shit, he can fly. That's not humor. I've been lied to. Energy armor. What the fuck is even going on? Energy ball? Well, I mean that probably is like a
Yeah, this is definitely Dragon Ball Z reference.
This might be Street Fighter.
Hmm.
He flies away. I wish he did the Yoshi ground pound instead of this. Ah, that's the money thing. Okay. How is any of this humor?
Maybe we just have poor sense of humor.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think there's going to be anything interesting left in these. What a pun.
I don't know why are you even watching this.
Ah, it's kind of interesting. Slightly. Also interesting to see what they added in the expansions, but I think Bernie, what? Political stuff now. I do wonder if... Well, okay, this is interesting. I might look at this in my spare time because I'm interested in stuff they felt they need to add in expansions. Anyway, this is my randomly made Doom guy now. Let's go practice mode. Just where is the picking of the map done? Well, they don't even give you thumbnails. Ah, well, let's get from the top. Ah, whatever, I'm not gonna sit there for the limit. Oh shit, bots! No, I don't actually want bots. Or, if anything, I want them on easy. Whatever, start game. Clients, well, does it mean people are gonna join, or is it just have no bots? Well, you know, I can handle some bots, I guess. There's loadouts as well. Assault. Oh shit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Free for all. Kill everyone.
Okay. I will, thank you. I think I want to play actual Doom Deathmatch, see if anyone still plays it, because it's less Quake bullshit than... good luck, guy. And I did the same. It's less Quake bullshit than Quake Champions. Though I cannot play as Blazkowicz, so it's worse in that respect. But there is no fucking strafe jumping in EDC or less map control, all that stuff that I hate. Yeah, for next maps I'm gonna set no bots. Let's just run about, look at the environment. Argent Bridge, let's say. Well, interesting. Exit. Okay, where is the thing? Match settings, minimum clients, 1. Minimum? But what about maximum? Oh well. Argent Bridge, beneath. I wish they gave me thumbnails, because this, like, I would probably not even look at this map because it's just tech based.
Deathmatch.
Yes, I'm ready, come on. Blah. Are there any particular maps you would recommend me looking at Touchdown? Any of them look particularly interesting? Because I would want to skip maps like this. This is just not interesting to look at.
Free for all. Kill everyone.
Somewhere. Well, I guess there are thumbnails. Come on, there are thumbnails after you select the map in the main menu part. Actually, this map actually does look interesting because there's caves and shit, which I didn't see from the thumbnails and the loading. Cool. But you know, all these maps are gonna do is make me kinda wish they were in the main game, in the single player campaign. Oh well. Doesn't matter, Touchdown. I guess there are thumbnails, but if this map is any indication, there are interesting things to be seen, even in ones that look boring on the loading. Guess I just didn't expect it to be. I mean, it's called Beneath, so that makes sense. I just didn't give any thought to the name. But yeah, you know, actually that makes sense. Naming a tech-based map Beneath without any additional scenery wouldn't make much sense. What's that? Huh, looks kind of interesting, but it kind of flickers glitchily, so...
Incoming Gauss cannon.
Yeah, there's, I guess this is kind of a thumbnail. Match settings... Boneyard. Oh, that's colorful. Lucky it loads very quickly. Though I could go without this. I wonder if this one can be also removed, the like pre-period thing here. Waiting. Fuck's a vortex well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Free for all. Kill everyone.
Man, I wish hell levels in the game were more varied and had stuff like this. Invisibility pickup. Well, I have no idea where it might be. Let's run around for a bit. Ah, I missed everything. I have many regrets, Dr. Hayden. This looks straight out of Alice Madness Returns. The teeth platforms and such. What the fuck is that? Goro! We meet again. Looks like one of the worms for the Guardian boss. Huh. Well, I can only hope that they will include environments like this in the possible sequel hell levels.
BFG spawn.
Cool. I guess there is no way to remove that waiting period. Cataclysm. Okay, that looks like a more traditional hell environment, but there might be some surprises. Let's see. I guess touchdown. I'm gonna wait until something spawned like the ghost cannon on the previous map and the BFG in the last one. Man, I accidentally made a somewhat good-looking character. I guess it's just default armors, but I picked good colors and did the worn out stuff that makes it look slightly less terrible.
1. Free for all.
If I ever play Doom Deathmatch, I'm totally gonna go pink though. Pink and dark pink. Yeah, I guess this is like the most hell standard hell. Okay, something's appearing. What's this gonna be? Looks like an eye, could be invisibility. Let's wait a little bit. Ooh, cool pyramid with a little thing in there. The middle, little indentation. Of course, it needs a big spinal column somewhere. And the aqueduct, is it just me or is the aqueduct really terribly textured from the top? Huh. Because it's probably not intended to be seen quite as clearly. So what are you gonna be?
Incoming invisibility.
Ahaha!
Invisibility spawned. Invisibility.
I wonder how useful it is in the heat of combat. Let me fall out of the map and see if my corpse is invisible.
Invisibility dropped.
No, I dropped it.
Invisibility expired.
And it expired. Chasm, or chasm rather, but I like trolling people by saying chasm and chaos. Well, that could be interesting. Tech base set in some sort of gigantic chasm. And the rocks look different from the other rocks in the game. I'll have you know I'm an expert in rocks in the game. They all look slightly plastic. Or made out of clay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Free for all. Kill everyone.
You don't have to tell me twice. Japanese characters, or Chinese or whatever. Probably Japanese, you know. All this futuristic crap always has Japanese stuff in it. Probably because of Blade Runner. Aha! This looks like granite. And I guess maybe there were some walls like this in like the Argent complex or whatever, Argent facility map. But it's...
This looks like rotten fish sticks.
Or I don't know, I've never really looked too much at rotten fish sticks, so I wouldn't know how they look. I guess I could imagine them looking like this. I wonder where the actual chasm is, because this is not too much of a chasm. Let's see if there's anything on that. No, can't really go there. Anything beyond the rock. I guess maybe this is like the slightly outside part. And if there was anything, these are automaps. If there was anything they would use to name the level, probably be that.
Incoming chainsaw. Chainsaw spawned.
Chainsaw being useful in Doom Deathmatch, that's something new. I guess it's probably like an automatic one-hit kill or some shit. Should be quite interesting to try. Disposal, that sounds like it's gonna be... Ah, that sounds like it's gonna be tech base. You know what? I'm gonna skip this one, because I doubt there's gonna be some super interesting stuff in there. Empyrean. Okay, now that looks interesting. Actually, it looks like the first one, but maybe more open. Man, and now I feel like, oh, what if in the disposal, if there's some like interesting ocean of sludge or something. Okay, I'm gonna see that as well. After all, it's the end of the stream, so if people wanted to only see the campaign, might as well tune out.
3, 2, 1. Free for all. Kill everyone.
I guess it must be like some sort of capture the flag style now, because I clearly saw red leaves. Yes, there we go. Red leaves on this side, blue on that side. Maybe it's just compatible with capture the flag style modes. Is it like the heaven of this game? Because it's not hellish enough for hell, but also quite surreal looking. Okay, I'm assuming that's an exit. Maybe? What an interesting little thing. It's also an interesting little thing.
Incoming Gauss cannon.
I guess you maybe jump from below.
Gauss cannon spawn.
Aha. Cool. Oh, what? This is the scanning visor. Okay, disposal, fine. I'll look at disposal as well. This looks like a piece of environment art from
Deathmatch.
the Foundry, but colored green instead of bright yellow. I guess I never did see the acid in the tech-based setting, only in hell. Ah, okay. Some candle lights and skulls for just the feng shui. Feng shui, however you say it in English. Oh, it looks fucking cool. Even though it's not as interesting as it could be. Probably, perhaps. Oh, there's a giant cavern. Well, I knew there was a reason I wanted to see. On this map, there's a giant fucking granite cavern again. You know what? This is a bigger chasm. I feel like the names are misnamed. The maps are misnamed. The names are misapplied. So touchdown. Did you want to talk about something hell related? Because might as well talk now while there's slightly dead air. Instead of, yeah, also that did look like Doom 3, there was a section like that. Instead of just comments later. Might as well start the conversation now. Excavation. Deathmatch, kill everyone.
Deathmatch.
Or do you want like the large character limit that is bigger than what you can afford in comments? And me being able to actually think before I reply.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Free for all. Kill everyone.
Mixum, everything is made by Mixum. Big old laser for no reason. Another set of rock textures. Secret. There's one of them antennas from the Resops level. You know what, even the tech base on Mars could have looked more diverse than in the game. This looks pretty cool. This looks also slightly more like Doom 3 for some reason. Maybe it's because it's kinda like all heavier and darker looking than this layer. I don't know, they're not even really darker looking because it's pretty white texture, but something about it looks a bit more industrial. Not quite as shiny.
Incoming haste.
At the very least. Yes, the base games, tech base levels.
Spawn.
Okay, Tajan. Well, feel free to write out comments later. I will reply as soon as I am able and notified. Heatwave. Man, this is annoying that each time I scroll something in this game, my Firefox window also has to scroll down to show me all that useless information below the actual stream and the chat.
Deathmatch.
Maybe I should do pop-out chat so that it's its own window and there is nothing to scroll.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Free for all.
What was this one called again? I already forgot what the name was of this map. Doesn't say. Heatwave, yes, okay. Well, it's pretty much Founder, but what if it was not quite as open? Helix. You know what? I will skip Helix though. Infernal. I believe that's one of the 3 you had in the demo. Looks like it, and I remember it being not very interesting. You know what? I'm not gonna look at every single one of them. Molten could be more Foundry. Actually, that looks interesting. That I will look at. In space? Well, I will definitely see that from a thumbnail, so... Hopefully Helix was not in space.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Free for all.
Man, all the deathmatch levels were just all made by Mixum, it looks like. Okay, there's some random tech-based volcano over there, and another one. I'm gonna build volcanoes because there's not enough lava. Ah. Cool, fresh air. Burn hazard. These are not the same size. I wonder what happens if something big goes in that can fit through this portal. But can't fit through that one. Ah! Science has to be done, unfortunately. Well, I mean, you can turn into demon in this deathmatch, and maybe one of them is a Mancubus, but you know.
Incoming BFG.
I think that actually might be a separate
BFG
mode
spawn.
or something. Blah! Where is my mouse? There is my mouse. Exit game. Settings, molten, offering. That looks dull. Orbital now, that looks spacish. I mean, sounds most like, but it looks as well.
Deathmatch.
Man, remember Serious Sam second encounter where we didn't have to wait 20 seconds before every match?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Free for all. Kill everyone.
Oh shit, low gravity. Huh. And muffled sounds. Interesting. And no music as well. Okay, that's pretty cool.
It is kind of interesting. I mean, you wouldn't really expect them to go out of their way to make these new environments
Yeah.
that are not in the single-player campaign.
I do wonder, well, I mean, the multiplayer was made by a different company or something like that, I remember. But they probably didn't make the art assets separately, because it's all the same style. Then again, they might have, very well might have. Holy shit, this planet looks cool as hell. Hazmati, this is hell space or space hell, I'm assuming. No idea. This is not really something that is canon, I feel. I don't think there's gonna be more.
BFG.
I think it's
BFG spawn.
kind of like Event Horizon. Spaceship went to hell space. Maybe that's actual hell planet there, or something. Also, it looked like there was indoor space here with sounds and shit in it. And normal gravity as well, huh? Very, very interesting. You know what I might... No, I'm saying it, but I probably won't. But I feel like I could play this deathmatch a little bit if it's still played today. This Quake is too hard. Even though I like the ability to play as BJ Blazkowicz. Or, you know, the old Quake guy as well. But I really don't care about the strafe jumping shit. I don't care about map control and all the tactic bullshit. I just wanna run randomly without having to perform acrobatics just to move faster. And just shoot people as I see them.
BFG dropped. Halfway to victory.
I almost won that one. Outbreak. What? No, I said outbreak. Come on, can you make menus in this game? Okay, that could be pretty interesting looking. Yeah, that's Dead Space.
Deathmatch.
Do I want to look at any of the classic maps after this? I honestly don't feel like it. Especially since I'm gonna be playing SNES Doom next week someday.
1.
And it's the same but better.
Kill everyone.
Ah yes. Get out of that menu. I wonder if this shares assets with that one other place from before, which I already forgot the name of. With all the eggs and shit. Pink green colors. Man, this is really, really bright blood. Yeah, Hazmati, pretty typical old boring flash infestation of a space station, like, you know, encountered every day. But it's always pretty cool. It's in my opinion. Maybe I should try playing Dead Space again. Since after dropping it I've learned that the base weapon, like the plasma cutter or whatever, is like actually the best and the only one you need. And I was kind of annoyed by the resource scarcity and the fact, like, no, I am all for ammo and health scarcity in games. But when there's upgrades for weapons, like in Bioshock or Dead Space, I start not liking it as much, because it feels like you can strategically fuck yourself over. Not just, you know, in the space of one level you can waste too much stuff and then not have a chance. That's alright, I can replay a level. But if you strategically fuck yourself over, you might choose something that's not gonna be good enough somewhere near the very end of the game, and you would have to play way more.
Invisibility.
Speaking of that, I wonder how the fuck I was ever expecting to be able to handle System Shock 2, which I've started several times but never got very far. Maybe I should. I just know that, like, plasma weapons and alien weapons are useless in that game. And magic is really good. I don't know about hacking, I kinda wanna just go hacking.
Now that reminds me about Quake 4 intro.
Yep. Perdition. Okay, that looks intriguing. It sounds dirty in Russian. I touched down. I think I own the new Prey, but I have been, for some reason, putting. Maybe I don't actually own it. I don't remember. I think I own it. At the very least, I have it in my wishlist for sure. But I feel like I've bought it. I've been putting off playing it for whatever reason. I will, though. I will.
3, 2, 1. Free for all. Kill everyone.
I feel like I'm not gonna like it quite too much, because those games nowadays, I think it's maybe Bioshock's fault, but they really haven't gone in the direction that I would like. Like System Shock 2 was more of a like, holy shit, this is atmosphere, really don't have enough resources, holy shit, what do I do, where do I go? But with Bioshock and stuff, it's like not quite as tense or anything, and just kind of mop everything up. So, especially since Prey has that fucking gimmick foam gun, which I'm not sure how to feel about. Oh, demon stuff. I wonder if I can turn into a demon on this map for some reason. Maybe the power-ups are just randomized each time one is about to appear. Go, 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 go.
Incoming regeneration.
Ah, that's regeneration, that's not a demon thing. Oh well, I wonder if you can set
Spawned.
whichever mode.
Regeneration.
Whichever mode has demon room stuff in practice mode. There's probably a way to do that. Kinda wanna turn into a couple demons. Hazmati, I'm just looking at the levels because I've never seen them before, and they have different interesting environments in them. They only have 2 left. Okay, Touchdown, that sounds promising. That sounds promising.
Deathmatch.
Man, this reminds me of that era on Samomania and other Serious Sam custom level stuff where everyone would make deathmatch maps but no one would actually ever play on them, so the deathmatch maps were most likely just made to like showcase your environment artistry and nothing else. but they weren't really all that widely played, maybe just a few of them.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I mean, I remember, like, we played some deathmatch, like you and me.
Well, I guess, yeah, we
But
all...
the rest of Samomania never did anything ever.
I do
Which
remember...
we should have done, now that I think about it.
At some point, I played deathmatch with Woodarius, which was weird. I remember playing in my ice skate, ice rink or whatever, for like half an hour. Hey, little snowman guy. But yeah, I think maybe everyone uploaded it and downloaded just to look at the environments and either show off or just check out what interesting things other people have made. But I think only like the map maker and his actual closest friends, just like one-on-one or maybe 3 at most, ever used those maps in actual deathmatch. Just to have a little bit of fun, but then we all went to either the standard maps or like 1 or 2 widely accepted maps like Shorty Trouble or whatever it was called. No, isn't that... No, Little Trouble is the standard map. There was like a set of maps that were accepted by everyone as like the ultimate set.
It's just that second encounter and first one, I guess, too, didn't really have very good deathmatch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I have had a lot of fun in Red Station back in the day. Sacrilegious. Ah, fuck it, let's look at it. Yeah, Razmati, that's weird. I mean, they did add arcade mode. And honestly, single player DLC is always kinda shit in my opinion. It always uses a bunch of resources, or has some... Well, actually, probably just reuses a lot of resources all the time. Adds like one thing. Whatever story is added usually doesn't really make much sense or isn't particularly interesting. I don't know, I'm just never a fan. Like fucking Wolfenstein 2 single player DLC is all like... It seems like it's all just fictional stories from like comic books in the universe. And not actual like missions by other people than BJ Blazkowicz that really happened. So, and they probably wouldn't insert any story beats. So what? Story beats? No, that's not a term for this situation. Insert any story parts from the main Doom guys' journey, so to speak, into a DLC, because they would probably want to continue the sequel from the place where this game finished. So it would either be some random bullshit, oh look, this happened in between this map and this map, we just didn't see it. Like in Deus Ex Human Revolution, or just something completely separate, playing as like one of the Sentinels for some reason. And just one hell map with the same tile set, and just killing a bunch of demons. First DLC, first Dishonored. Well, that could be, yeah, that could be a good example of... I've never actually finished even the first DLC. Wasn't there like 2 DLCs for the first Dishonored? Something where you play as Dowd, and something called something Witches, I think. I think I played like 2 maps or 1.5 maps of that, and I kinda stopped because I wanted to replay the base game before actually first. But I never got around to that because the intro is so damn long and boring. I'm gonna play that at some point also. I own Dishonored 2 now, so I should get around to that. Maybe after Metroid Primes, and maybe before The Witchers, maybe after The Witchers I will go on a holiday from streaming and just play for myself. Because I'm not gonna stream everything I play, because that's kind of tedious. But we'll see. Chat. Okay, I'm trying to decipher Hazmati's last message. Well, proper expansion, then like Doom 3. You know what, Hazmati? Doom 3 expansion fucking sucked in my opinion. I wouldn't call it a good example of... I mean, it was pretty short as... no, why did I... Hopefully I can just X out of this immediately. But I really like pretty much nothing about... No, I liked some tidbits of the Resurrection of Hell. I liked the heart when it made your hands like rapidly age and decay. That was pretty cool. And I liked... I feel like I liked something else about it, but I can't really remember right now. I did like most of the new enemies, and I guess the super shotgun. I like the super shotgun. Yeah, I might as well look at whatever helix that could be. Actually, no, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. Fuck it. Let's check out what arcade mode is also before I completely stop.
Didn't you also want to see some like graphic filters or something?
Ah, yeah. I could do that in arcade mode. Thank you for reminding me. Medals for stylish kills, blah blah blah. Almost I was picked up, picking up extends multiplier, blah blah blah. Extra lives. Shoot the mines. Grab the relic. Something. Let's be sane about this. I don't know. Let's not have to pick anything.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right, settings, video or advanced? I think it was actually advanced. Accept. Rendering mode default, gritty and cinematic. I think it asked me to like confirm and I didn't. Yep. Yes. Not really seeing much difference. I think there's more contrast. Yeah, I guess the colors are slightly reduced and stuff like that. I mean, it could be Hazmati, for all we know. Okay, do I have this? Yes, I do have this. It could have sounded like the sign of evil because there's a bunch of very subtle music like remixes in this game that no one really notices. Well, actually many people notice, but I don't. This is shockingly similar to how the level actually played out. And I figured the arcade mode would have like different progression through levels. Holy shit, medal overload, yes. That was going on the side there. Extra life! Extra life! And I fucked myself. Can't compensate for this impact. Hazmatia, that's arcade mode. Something that some people have expressed the opinion is better than the base campaign. More fun to play at the very least, but I've never really went into it. So I have no idea how it actually works. Looks like there's score and multiplier, but who cares about score?
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so yeah, I guess the gritty rendering mode, it has sharpness, it has contrast and slightly dimmed color saturation. Let's see about cinematic. No idea what changed. Well, I mean, I know what changed from gritty, but how this is different from normal, I don't know. Maybe still color slightly desaturated. Maybe the lights are brighter. Actually, I could probably find out if I immediately switch to normal and see the difference. It looks like it was brighter, maybe slightly desaturated, and I think the lights were, or maybe not. Feels like the lights were brighter in cinematic. Let's test in hell and then we'll end the stream. Exit arcade mode. No, it's not co-op. It's just instead of progressing through the levels as normal, you do some crazy shit. Like it could be. I'm not sure if it's endless combat or if it's just normal level like scripting. But there's score, multipliers, extra lives, and Well, we can look at this screen here. Mines, relics, and something. I really don't know much about this, but it's like a different way to play the game with slightly different like rule sets and challenges. Maybe you don't have upgrades or something. It sounds like it was probably like more, well, arcade mode, you know, less of all the interesting, not interesting, less of all the different things that the game had. You're just not worrying about the secrets, the upgrades, the anything, and just fucking shoot shit. So it's even more in that direction. Maybe that was the idea behind it. I'm not sure. I've not really played this much. Yeah, I think there is some brightening going on. And some contrast as well, perhaps. Okay, well, touchdown explains there. All the upgrades and the play for score. Are there any upgrades that I have not? Precision bolt, I guess. Probably does more damage than normal one. You know what I've never used? This one. And now you know why. It's basically just like 3 shots in one. As if that's useful. Actually, it seems like it was useful. I've seen people use this to great effect. Maybe it's like the SSG before the SSG or something. Yeah, I figured out gritty touchdown, but I can't figure out cinematic, to be honest. It's kind of like gritty, but maybe not quite as gritty. Like doesn't seem to have quite as much sharpening in it. Dead mankivis.
Metal overload. Extra life acquired.
Oh hey, that's the Doom face guy. Doom guy face rather. Well, I wonder if you can kill yourself with the missiles. Yes, you can. And my stuff is in the wall where I should be able to see it. No, not desktop. I actually kind of want to check out the Pandemonium. This is the big open map. And it has Barons in it, and I'm wondering how that translates. Maybe they put Hell Knights instead of Barons. Of course, you're gonna be fucking printed immediately. Okay, what else do I have? Pistol, plasma shotgun, rocket launcher, chain gun. All right. Also, this did not have this music track in any version of the game. It had On the Hunt in the SNES version, and I think it might have had like something about the code. It was the name, and the music sounded like a remix of E1M1 in the original PC version. Yeah, Hazmite, that's... Oh, holy shit, what they did to the sky. I wonder if all these ventilation shafts up here will have lost souls in them. I appreciate how this is just a slope instead of stairs. I think this is a secret you kinda missed out on, Hippocat, in your playthrough of SNES Doom. Because this lift only goes up once. This might be the first classic map I actually beat fully. Well, apart from, you know, stuff like the Tower of Babel, which was easy because only once I ever did not have lost soul. I don't remember the lost souls in that. Where did they put all the... Oh, there we go, there's lost soul. Okay, so it's somewhat accurate. They probably used this music because that's... Wow. Because that other track was not in the game otherwise, and this one was used in several. Actually, that doesn't make any fucking sense at all. not like this take up too much space.
20 years later, Doom 4 cannot into animated sprites.
Yep. Light levels, animated sprites, or anything that's good in the world. And changing the texture on the switch instead of flipping a polygon that you can see disappear and reappear. Okay, what the fuck is that? Probably a Keiko demon. I've kind of begun to recognize the sounds. Also, there should be imps behind these. Oh, Shazer. I'm not dealing with you. I guess it was a Kinky all along. Never mind, I don't recognize them. I see you, motherfucker. I couldn't do this on the original. And I think this place you haven't even gone into. I don't remember seeing it in your playthrough. Yeah, I'm gonna waste the berserk. Which I'm not because of this guy. Man, unupgraded power up is bad. Oh, it's just a Hell Knight, not even Baron. Inaccurate. I guess the Baron wouldn't fit in this level. I feel like the ceiling might not have been textured, they were about to fight it then again. No! I guess they wasted all the enemy limit imps in here for this little stairways that I don't even remember having many enemies in it. Wasn't there another Baron around here also? Would check out the BFG secret. Okay, 1 HP for the medkits for the simplex rather. Yeah, actually there might be the souls. Oh no. We'll use rocket launcher a little bit. I do give it a BFG. Oh shit. Well, you know what? Fuck Keiko demons. I don't have to deal with them. Heck yeah. Ah, I wanted to kill myself when the level was over. Did I want to do Slow Despair? I don't want to do Slow Despair. I don't think I did that last time. Hazmati, I think only the zombies are too loud in this game. The regular ones are alright. Actually, they could have been even louder, because I sometimes wish I could hear. Also, okay, that is still there. I think that's in the original level, but this level definitely used the other hell sky, like the red cross suns. So they're kind of following SNES Doom here, which I can approve. And yeah, Hazmati, Berserk is cool in both versions, and this, and actually in all three versions it's really cool. In Doom 3, because you're invulnerable during it and hear those hell screams. In the original Doom it's just kinda satisfying because of it's still challenging. It kinda adds to the satisfaction of using it. And in here obviously it's just fucking great. Tricked you. I think this wasn't a lift-like thing, it was a slowly lowering wall, but I might be wrong. I thought it opened something. Maybe that? No? Okay, at least the door closed behind me. Where is that one place that we saw in the actual level? A glimpse of it. Yeah, Kakadin somehow failed to be released. Good for me. Oh no, we didn't. I feel like there's a pink around about somewhere. Yeah. I feel like there's pink inside this, so I better not actually... Ah, this is the place. Ah, shit. Well, there's no one else, I might as well deal with him. Come on now, charge already.
See you, touchdown.
Alright, yeah, goodbye. Looking forward to your extended comments. Extensive, rather. On the state of hell representation in games. Yeah, Hazmite. Well, you know what? That guy, the laser guy, Hellraiser, is kind of hit scan, but not particularly. I guess in a way you can technically call him a hit scan enemy. You know what, I don't think I've ever looked at the map in any of the classic maps. Ah, chat off screen, okay, chat back. If there was one map in the game to look at the map of, it would be this one. I wonder how many lost souls they will have. Man, also, I don't know if it will be visible even for Hippocat or on stream, but that big wall lowering with the motion blur, it looked really funky, like it was like dust from the top of it was kind of flying off slightly. Did I pick up the blue key at any point? No, but I can just do this. Oh no, I can because this is still closed. Where is the blue key? I don't even remember. Maybe it's in that last finger. Yes.
Suddenly I'm thinking of that map from DTST, when you are inside of a guy.
Yeah. And get shit out in the end. Okay, that's just weird. What happened there? Oh well. Here's someone still, but not interested because I can just escape. Ah, but before. Ah, so I can kill myself as the map is exiting. And I have no idea if it counted or not. I guess it... I'm not sure if you normally die if you get booted in the menu, but oh well. I guess that should be it. Nothing much left to see in this game that is interesting enough to stream. So, final thoughts, Hypocat. Good game, alright game. Not from perspective like if you would ever play it, but like objectively if you can.
I think it's okay. Probably a solid game. Nothing like special. But
well,
alright.
I think if you consider like the state of shooter games nowadays, it does kind of stand out very well. Even Wolfenstein don't quite get to this level of arcade gameplay. In my opinion, I've expressed it enough, so I probably don't have to repeat myself too much. But to summarize, I think it's a great game overall, and it's a better game than it is a Doom game. But that might just be because I look in different things from Doom than most people, because I played SNES Doom first, and it's so Doom 3 is like my ideal Doom game almost. So understandably, this one is pretty much goes like takes the original games, and Doom 3 is one direction from them, and this game is the opposite direction from them. And as I said to Touchdown in the comments, I did say that I was fine with the game being different, a different take on Doom. But what would make me slightly annoyed is if this take on Doom would become the one true default image of what people think of when they think Doom, which I think might happen anyway, because you know most people don't really follow the old game very well. So long as this is not seen as the definitive Doom version, it's a very good game. But definitive for me, always like the older games will take precedence over this one. But it's great to play. It has actually manages to have interesting lore bits, which I hope get explored in the sequel. But oh yeah, and some of the best bosses in FPS. I kind of wish I didn't quite as easily kill the Spider Mastermind, because that one deserved a little bit more effort and struggle. But I had all the BFGs, so like, okay, why would I like purposefully gimp myself and not use that? But for anyone who is on the fence, I recommend you play this game because it plays very well. But maybe start on Ultra Violence, not on Nightmare, because Nightmare's gonna kick your fucking ass. Everyone kills you in 2 hits. And with that said, there's our little victorious pose there. Game completed. Nightmare. So I guess thank you all for tuning in. Thank you Touchdown for your opinions, because they're interesting to read, and you give a lot of them, which is cool. Thank you Hazmati for being here right now, because there's some people. There was the Coconut Guy or someone else. Errolwar was also here today, and of course Hippocat. And I guess until tomorrow and Metroid Prime, or today and Hippocat's Metroid Zero Mission, if he does that today.
I'm not sure about streaming today. If I will, it will be later.
Well, that doesn't really matter, because everyone just comes anyway, regardless of if I tell them in advance or not, as evidenced by the SNES Doom stream. But yeah, for now, thank you everyone, and goodbye.
Goodbye.